Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood updates here. Remember to subscribe for the latest videos. Jessica Haller, the beloved reality TV star who first won our hearts on Der Bachelor, has recently opened up in a deeply emotional and vulnerable way from her hospital bed. Her fans have been left shocked, heartbroken, and inspired all at once as Jessica shared raw insights into her current health journey following a major surgical procedure. Her story is not just about healing a body, it's about resilience, motherhood, and the unbreakable spirit of a woman facing adversity head-on. In a moment when many celebrities hide behind PR filters or carefully edited posts, Jessica has done the exact opposite, opening a window into her real pain, her real strength, and her deeply human experience. This script unravels the layers of Jessica's story, her battle with persistent back pain, her emotional struggle as a mother separated from her child during recovery, and her brave decision to be completely transparent with her fans. It all began with years of battling chronic back issues, something many might dismiss or underestimate, but for Jessica, it was life-altering. Imagine living each day in discomfort, pain building silently in the background, while you smile for cameras, raise your daughter, and live in the public eye. But Jessica's reality was much heavier than it appeared. With her spine issues worsening, she made the courageous decision to undergo surgery. Not an easy choice for anyone, but especially not for a mother with a young child. A busy public life, and millions of followers watching your every move. As Jessica lay in the hospital, she didn't choose to hide. Instead, she shared her journey, bandages, bruises, hospital gowns, IVs, and all. In one particularly heartfelt Instagram story, Jessica's eyes welled with tears as she spoke directly to her fans. She didn't filter her sadness. She didn't mask her weakness. Instead, she called it what it was. Overwhelming, she said. I miss my baby so much, referring to her daughter Hailey. That simple, raw confession hit millions of hearts like a thunderbolt, no matter how glamorous her life may look from the outside. In that moment, she was simply a mother, hurting, healing, and missing her child with every fiber of her being. She went on to talk about the severity of the pain she had endured before the operation. It wasn't just occasional soreness. It was pain that robbed her of rest, joy, and presence. She revealed that for months she felt disconnected, not just from her family, but from herself. Her condition became debilitating, making it difficult to care for her child or enjoy the daily things that once brought her happiness. And yet, like so many women do, she kept going, quietly suffering, determined not to let anyone down. This, she now admits, was one of her biggest mistakes. When she finally decided to undergo surgery, the decision was made not in fear, but in courage. Courage to face the unknown. Courage to admit she couldn't push through anymore. Courage to allow others to care for her for a change. She had prepared herself mentally and emotionally, but nothing truly readies you for waking up in a hospital bed, disoriented, sore, and separated from the ones you love. She recorded her experience in pieces, sometimes through tired eyes, sometimes with a strained smile, but always with honesty. And fans noticed. They poured in support. Thousands of messages came her way, many from mothers, others from people battling chronic illnesses who saw themselves in Jessica. She also spoke about her husband Johannes, whom she praised for being her rock. In one emotional clip, she said, "Without him, I don't know how I'd get through this." Their relationship, already admired by many, reached new levels of admiration as fans watched Johannes care for her, check in on her, and most importantly, care for Hailey while Jessica recovered. This wasn't just about a woman healing from surgery. It became a story of family, love, and commitment through adversity. But Jessica didn't just stop at sharing emotional updates. She also wanted to educate. In several of her stories, she opened up about the medical side of her journey. The diagnosis that led to her surgery was one involving a degenerative spinal issue, something she suspects may be genetic or exacerbated by stress and physical strain from her lifestyle. She emphasized how important it is to listen to your body, especially as a woman and a mother. Don't ignore the signs, she warned. The body always tells you when something is wrong. In one of the most powerful moments, Jessica posted a picture of herself in a hospital gown with no makeup, lying in bed, smiling faintly, but with visible exhaustion. The caption read, "This is real life. This is recovery. This is me, and I'm proud." That message, so simple, yet so profound, was shared thousands of times. It became a rallying cry, not just for her fans, but for anyone feeling unseen in their own struggle. Her transparency inspired waves of similar stories from others. Women shared their own medical battles, stories of postpartum pain, slipped discs, emotional burnout, and the loneliness of recovery. Jessica, without planning to, had become a symbol of strength and vulnerability. She didn't post selfies from tropical getaways or curated luxury, but from a sterile hospital room, and that made her more beautiful to the world than ever before. As her recovery progressed, Jessica continued to keep her fans updated. She showed herself taking her first painful steps post-surgery, wincing but determined. She talked about the emotional roller coaster, how some days she felt empowered and optimistic, and others she cried quietly into her pillow, aching for her daughter's embrace. And through it all, she was never alone. Her fans, her family, and her own inner strength carried her through. Jessica has now begun physical therapy, an essential part of her recovery. She's learning how to walk again with ease, how to regain her core strength, and how to accept the slowness of healing. She admits it's humbling. Someone who once thrived on being active and energetic must now ask for help to get out of bed. But she also says it's liberating. For once, she doesn't feel pressured to perform. She feels safe to just be. One of her most poignant messages came when she said, "I've always been the one taking care of everyone else. This is the first time I'm learning how to let others take care of me." That revelation, so deeply human, so vulnerable, reminded many of us just how much we sacrifice in silence. Jessica's journey isn't just about medical recovery. It's emotional, psychological, and spiritual. She's rediscovering herself, redefining her identity, not just as a public figure, but as a woman who is worthy of rest, care, and compassion. The support from fellow celebrities and influencers has also been remarkable. Messages poured in from the likes of Kathy Hummels, Sarah Harrison, and Dargie B, all of whom applauded Jessica's openness and strength. In an industry often criticized for its superficiality, moments like this stand out, where people come together, not for clout, but for genuine human connection. And let's not forget the fans. The daily gossip inbox has been flooded with emotional messages from people touched by Jessica's story. One fan wrote, "Jessica gave me the courage to finally schedule my own surgery. I've been putting it off for years because I was afraid. Seeing her go through it so bravely gave me hope." Another said, "I'm a single mom, and I felt so alone in my health struggles. Watching Jessica be real about her pain made me feel seen." Jessica Haller's story is not over. It's still being written every day as she takes each step in her recovery. But what she's already accomplished, simply by being honest, is extraordinary. She has shattered the illusion that fame means invincibility. She has turned her pain into purpose, and she has reminded us all that there is strength in asking for help, courage in admitting you're not okay, and healing in letting others in. To Jessica, from all of us here at Daily Gossip, we wish you continued healing, peace, and joy. Your story has inspired us all to slow down, to honor our bodies, and most importantly, to be kind to ourselves and to our viewers. If Jessica's story moved you, please share this video. Subscribe to Daily Gossip for more real stories, emotional journeys, and the truths behind the headlines. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.